Hi everyone. One of the 3ds Max's strongest features is that it has non-destructive modifiers, and I think one of the best ways to outline this in use is through its PathDeform system and its arrays. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to put together a chain, and then how you can deform that chain, and I'm sure you can imagine how that could be adapted for other projects. So starting, we're just putting down a basic spline circle, and we're just going to hold down shift, and we're going to drag these two bottom sections of the spline to create roughly the shape of a chain. We're then going to select this vertex by pressing 1 on our keyboard, and we're just going to put in a small chamfer. Yeah, about there. Alright, so now that we've put the chamfer there, and we've deleted that middle spline to create that opening in the chain, we can now just tick those two enable in renderer and enable in viewport buttons, and we can give this chain some thickness. This is another great feature about 3DSMax, is the ability to turn splines into a geometry that you can work with quite rapidly. So this works for radial shapes as well as rectangular shapes. So now that we've got that in place, we're going to use just the basic array modifier. And we're just going to extend out the Y count for this to begin the initial parts of our chain. There we go. And now in order to make this link, we're just going to drop that offset down ever so slightly. And in order to make this chain feel like an actual chain and feel somewhat randomized, first we'll just add some thickness as well, so it lines up better. In order to make this chain feel genuinely randomized, we have the great option of going down and selecting random increment for its rotation. And we're going to rotate that along the y-axis. And so we can fiddle with this a little bit till we get it how we want, but that's going to create random rotations, and it should create a somewhat realistic chain link effect. I'm just going to fiddle around with it a little bit more so we don't have this clipping. I think some clipping might be unavoidable, but we should be able to fix it. Alright, so I think this is about what I was hoping for. So we can extend that out as much as we want. And now let's go over the PathDeform modifier. So we'll start just by going into top view and drawing a line. This will just act as the guide for our chain. We're just going to quickly select this spline, we're going to refine it, add another vertex in the middle, and we're just going to right click this and turn it into a Bezier so that we're able to create a curve. Perfect. Alright, so there's a great modifier called PathDeform, and we're going to put that modifier onto our chain. Just up here. We can then select that spline that we've drawn out. And just fix up the rotation quickly. Yep, just along the axis, there we go, perfect. We can just bump up this array so we have a few more chains. We can also drag this away from the initial guiding spline. We'll just bump that up. Now a great feature of this is we can always return to the initial link that we created, and the chain, and like all the initial array that we've created. And while doing that, we can also then distort this spline that we've drawn out, and it will affect the chain and the way in which it moves. So this isn't just obviously applicable to chains, we can use this for all sorts of different design purposes. And it's a really handy feature of 3ds Max, and I hope you found this handy. Thank you.